What fueled the public protests after the Casey Anthony acquittal? Imagine following a case so intense that it sparks protests in the streets. That's exactly what happened after Casey Anthony was found not guilty of the most serious charges. The public's reaction was overwhelming, and many felt betrayed by the verdict. So, what caused such a strong wave of protests? It all starts with how the case was covered before the trial even began. The media was everywhere, turning Casey into a villain in the eyes of many. Stories focused on her alleged dishonesty, partying after her daughter Kaylee's disappearance, and suspicious behavior. This sensational coverage made people believe she was guilty long before the court's decision. When the verdict came out, many saw it as a miscarriage of justice. People believed the prosecution had enough evidence to convict her, but the jury didn't see it that way. This disconnect fueled anger and frustration. Another factor was how Casey's actions after Kaylee went missing were perceived. Her repeated lies to law enforcement and her socializing during a tragic time made many think she lacked remorse. This behavior made her seem guilty in the eyes of the public, even if the evidence didn't prove it legally. The case also lacked a clear motive or direct proof linking Casey to Kaylee's death. The evidence was mostly circumstantial, which left many confused and upset. They wanted answers, but the case didn't provide a straightforward explanation. Social media played a big role in amplifying these feelings. Thousands of posts condemned the verdict, turning the case into a digital battleground. People shared their outrage, organized protests, and voiced their disappointment online. This created a collective sense of grievance that spilled into real-life demonstrations. Lastly, the difference between how the legal system works and how people want justice to be served caused more protests. Jurors explained they based their decision on evidence and legal standards, not emotion. But the public often judged the case emotionally, expecting a different outcome. This gap between legal facts and public opinion led to accusations that the justice system had failed. From a true crime perspective, the Casey Anthony case shows how media influence, public perception, and legal standards can clash. It highlights how powerful stories and emotions can shape opinions, even when the law requires proof beyond a reasonable doubt. The protests weren't just about one verdict. They reflected broader concerns about how justice is understood and delivered in cases filled with media hype and public emotion.